What was I expecting? Like I said, I wasn't really expecting anything. I've never been to an allegorical oratory, and so I didn't know if people were going to be sitting there and singing, or if there's going to be like a play thing and they're going to be moving around. So I didn't really expect. I didn't know what to expect at all, and I was surprised by it. There wasn't any moving around. It was just mostly singing, but it was very well done, and there was just a little bit of movement around. It was a perfect balance between singing and a play, in my opinion.
You said you were impressed by the singing.
Mm-hmm.
What part about the singing were you impressed of?
Well, like I said, we went to kind of support a friend of ours, and I was impressed by his singing because I'd known how he sounded before. But I was also impressed by everybody else singing there. I don't have too much knowledge about how people should sound, but they all sounded wonderful in my opinion, and it was a pleasant sound and a pleasant experience, and quite surprising sometimes too.
Was there a scene or a portion of the production that really stood out in your memory that's just there?
Well, I guess my favorite part would be I guess it would have been the climax of the production. It was when the man of many names and the landowner were kind of having their discussion. Of course, they were singing. They were kind of having their discussion, and that really stood out in my mind because it had some really powerful statements in it, and I guess then they said it in a way I've never really thought about it before. It was cool to hear it in song, and it was excellent.
How did it improve your Easter season, and would you recommend it for others?
I would recommend it. It was definitely time well spent. It definitely improved my Easter season as well. Anything that focuses on the atonement in Christ and getting that in the forefront of your mind will obviously increase your Easter season. But like I said before, it brought new concepts to my mind. I guess they weren't new concepts, but it brought a different way of thinking that I hadn't experienced before. A different viewpoint on the same aspects, and it broadened my knowledge and my spiritualness with the Easter season.
Was there one particular character in production that stood out in your mind?
My favorite character, and the person that stood out the most, I wish I could remember his name. He played the landowner, who represented Satan, I guess, and he was wonderful. He played his part exceptionally well. He had a great voice. He put passion and I guess emotion into his voice. He had the correct like facial expressions when he was singing, and the correct movement, and everything was exceptionally done by him. I really liked his character.